I actually came to know Donald Tabb through my weakness. I was broken, and he had sent one of his pastors, Jim Smith, to my house. And I was depressed. I had colitis, and I was suffering from disease, and about everything that I could lose, I had lost. And so Jim Smith took me to walk with me in the saddest times of my life. But then Donald Tabb, what he did for me, he gave me the enthusiasm that he had that was contagious, that I went out to tell other people about the gospel of Jesus Christ. And when people say gospel, it always comes to mind that that's truth. And that's the second definition that if you look up in Webster's dictionary for gospel is truth. It's a means truth. But for me, it meant Galatians 2:20. It says, I've been crucified with Christ. It's no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. In the life I now live, I live by faith in the Son of God who was lifted up for me. So I'd heard about how God's love, and I'd been raised in the church, but I didn't like me. Even though other people said they liked me, I didn't like me. And that's what mattered, the person I saw in the mirror every morning. And so I liked the idea of my old self being put to death on the cross. And I didn't know that was going to mean waking up every day in physical pain. But if not for my relationship with Christ, I wouldn't be able to get up every morning and walk through my day. And I can because of the ministry of the chapel on the campus and what Donald did when he came to town here. And his whole family gave so much of him in his time that I might have time. The first thing I did after getting to know Christ was that we went on a trip with a collegiate group, and I took some people up the face of a mountain. I hadn't known the Lord but a few weeks, and and I didn't figure about it getting dark and ever get down the mountain. But I got the other two people down the mountain. By that time, a helicopter had come from the sheriff's department looking for us. And so I was able to take them down the mountain, and I was excited about it, and they were angry at me. But it brought me through joy in the trials of life, and so I just thank God for what Donald did for me, and then what his friend Jack did for him, so that he could do what he did for me. And it's that ripple effect, only for me, instead of a pebble, it was a mustard seed, because that's all the faith I had that day that I came to know Christ.